I'm Sarah Moat, and I am the Marketing Director at KC SourceLink. From blogs to newsletters to any of our social media campaigns, to our Facebook page, to Twitter, anything that has to do with kind of content marketing, I'm in charge of that. 97%, I think, is the statistics that I read recently, of consumers shop online. So that's how people find businesses. And if you want them to find you, then you need to have good search engine rankings, and part of that mix is definitely social media. Social media is really an opportunity to connect with consumers where they are rather than where you are. So you can stand at your website, you can stand at your door and hope that people will come to you, but social media is a way to get in front of them where they are asking for recommendations or they're asking for tips about things that may be your goods and services. I think there are a lot of social media channels especially that are very women-friendly. When you look at Facebook, for example, the core demographic on Facebook is women with kids. When you think about Pinterest, the core demographic there, women. So there are a lot of opportunities, especially when you're talking about shopping or fashion or, a lot of businesses where you can really reach that demographic that you want to reach through social media channels. We all know that social media can be a huge time suck. So the idea of planning ahead, of having a content library of images, of messages that you want to connect that are tailored to the particular social media channel is crucial. So you're ahead of the game. And then also having an editorial calendar where you can match your social media kind of conversations to your sales cycle so you don't get lost in, all the conversations that can possibly happen, so that you have a strategy, so that you know that when you're working on social media, you're working towards success, whatever that happens to be for your particular company. Social media is not a bullhorn, it's not broadcasting, you're not standing on top of a table yelling at people. It's a real chance to engage with your tribe. And I use tribe intentionally here rather than customer or client, because you're really using social media to build a community. And that community could include people who are customers, but also includes influencers, and it includes people who help feed your pipeline. So that engaging in social media, liking other people's pages, talking to people on Twitter, sharing other people's content, that's really important to build that community so you're not just yelling at people, you're actually having conversations with people. Social media is often kind of cordoned off into its own little room, but it's part of marketing. And marketing is about relationships. And to build marketing, to build a business, to build whatever you're building, you have to start with trust. And social media, if you do it right, you can build that trust with your community. So if you think about building relationships, that's not something you can do with a print ad. It's not something you can do with the billboard. Social media is a real opportunity to start building a relationship on the ground to help build that cadre of people who are going to share your passion and share what you do. The objective here is to take fans and turn them into advocates and turn them into even like a kind of mini sales force for you. And so if you can turn that word of mouth into an army of advocates who will help share your story and even sell your story, that's where social media really gives you bang for your buck.